Most important question, how are you and how are you feeling at the moment?
Feeling good. Really happy to be back amongst the squad and in game day squads. I'm over the moon at the moment, even though the situation is not the best. Football's not what it is supposed to be at the minute, but I can't complain. I'm back. I'm fit and healthy. Happy.
It's strange, isn't it? Like I said, football's very different at the moment. How does it affect you and your mentality with it being an empty stadium, no fans, and I guess the routine's changing somewhat?
Yeah, the whole routine of going and training every day is very different. The things we are grateful for, like the guys washing our kit for us. We're doing that. We're taking our boots home and washing it. So everything is very different. Obviously, social distancing coming into play. Playing in these games has made me realise how much the fans make the sport and how the fans can dictate a game as well. Because there was so many times against Aston Villa where you thought if the crowd got behind them in that period of the game, maybe they'd had a bit of boost to them and they got after us a bit more. But it's made me really appreciate the fans and what they do for us.
Tell us about that Villa game then, the first one back after the restart. And when did you find out that you were going to be starting in that game?
Just the day before. The gaffer gave the team the day before, and I was really excited. And I kind of went home and kind of reminisced how long I've been out and what I've been doing to get back to this point over the past 13 months. So I was really happy, really over the moon, and obviously getting to start at Villa, fantastic. I didn't play the best. I didn't impact the game how I wanted to, but I said to myself, I've been out so long. I'm just happy to be back on the pitch, and then we can build from there.
We'll come on to the mental side of things in a minute, Ruben. But I guess when you are back for the first time, like I said, in 13 months, is that their aspect in the back of your mind, thinking, how much do I go? Do I give 100%? Is there any sort of concern there at the time?
For me, the concerns over my injury is completely gone. I feel completely strong and strong in my body, strong in my ankle, calf, and mentally as well. So that doesn't affect me on the pitch in terms of my injury. That I would happily go and fly into a tackle.
Interesting you talk about that, throwing yourself into tackles and things. It's something we've seen in training. We've watched a lot of it on the Fifth Stand and on the social channels as well. Yeah. You seem 100% committed, and it's something we've not been able to see in what feels like a long, long time.
And as I said, it doesn't go through my mind anymore. That kind of mental state was when I was coming back for the first 4 or 5 training sessions, where you'd get a kick on it or a little nick, and you'd be worried about it. You'd be, I don't know, I don't want to go in too hard there, or I don't want to get involved. But now it's just fully 100%. I'm not worried because I've had those kicks on it. I've had those knocks, and it's strong, and so I have no problems at all with that.
It's incredible to think it was 13 months ago. I'm sure you, like I do, remember it like it was yesterday. Do you remember the conversation we had before the game in Boston?
Yeah. I had to be on my way because I was on the bench to get ready, sit down for the game. And you said, "Good luck and just don't get injured."
So I'm glad you can laugh about it now. I'm pleased you can talk to me at all. Incredible. And I think the next time I saw you was on the plane and you had your foot in the boot, and it was incredible.
Painkillers.
A word on the medical team, because a lot of what they do goes obviously behind the scenes. Tell us about how important they were. I mean, not just with the physical rehabilitation, but also with the motivational side of things as well.
And all of them were great. And I mentioned John Fern the most because I probably spent every day with John Fern. And it's very difficult as well trying to explain how your Achilles is feeling to the physio for them to know what to do, because there was some days where I couldn't really quite explain what I was feeling, and they have to make the decision whether to step up or to kind of take it back a bit or just keep doing what we're doing. So, and it was mine obviously was a difficult one. There was some stuff at the time it liked, but then the day after it just kicked up a fuss and gave me a bit of pain. So they kind of went through the same journey as I did. So John Fern had to feel what I was feeling as well to help me as much as he could. So I'm grateful for what they've done.
I want to talk to you about the manager, because Frank Lampard came back on the day that you signed your new contract, didn't he? What did he say to you in those early days?
I spoke to him, briefly as he came in, but then he had a lot of work to do with the squad that was fit, but as I started to get fitter and get close to training with the squad, we had a lot more talks about football.
You worked together on the training pitch before when he was doing his coaching badges at Cobham.
Yeah. When I was at Palace, when I had an injury at Palace and I came back to Chelsea for rehab, as I started getting back into training with I think it was the 16s, maybe 15s and 16s. A few times before I went back, and Frank was there. And I got to train under him there. So, but now it's great that he's a gaffer, as I said, midfielder, top midfielder, and it's good that I can get the opportunity to play under him.
Wise words. I mean, it's incredible to think the journey you've been through, the career you've had. You're still only 24. How much better do you think you can still become as a midfielder?
I have a lot of potential, but it's just, for me, I haven't played enough consistent football over the years. 24 now, but I haven't had much starts consistently, and I definitely felt how much that can improve your game. The season with Sarri, I played. The second half of the season, I played quite a lot consistently, and that's where I started to find my form. And you have this kind of feeling that smell of the game you develop when you keep playing, and you get really sharp and you anticipate things more. It's hard to explain, but it's that sharpness, it's that edge, and I think if I can get consistent football and playing at my best, then I can really start to develop.
It's to Germany, we keep the blue flag flying high. Flying high in the sky, we keep the blue flag flying high. Stand for peace to Germany.